Hey there, folks. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. That's right, it's Wednesday. New review day here on the channel. Have a few for you here today, as you've already seen a couple. Here's another one. This is one that was also discussed on the recent Review Crew show. Mr. Eric Porter did a nice job talking about this. I'm going to talk about it some more. It's the sixth studio album from the very cool instrumental trio known as the Aristocrats. It's just called Duck. Instrumental concept album all about duck characters, bird characters. And as always with this particular trio, everything is very kind of quirky and tongue-in-cheek. The song titles, the little references to other things, both musical and song titles and whatnot. Yeah, it's cool stuff. Let's take a look at the digipack here. Right, it's very comic booky. No, it's not Howard the Duck. No, it's not Daffy or Donald. It's just Duck. All right. Of course, the Aristocrats are Guthrie Govan, or Guthrie Govan, however you like to say his name, on guitars, Brian Beller on bass, and Marco Minimum on drums and percussion. And they even tell you who wrote what here. So Guthrie wrote Sergeant Rockhopper, Here Comes the Builders, and Slideshow. Brian wrote Aristoclub, Muddle Through, and This Is Not Scrotum. Yes, this is not Scrotum. And Marco wrote the rest. Hey, Where's My Drink Package, Sitting with a Duck on a Bay, and then there were just us, Ducks, and then we have a special thanks to Rasanda Panfili, who played many beautiful violins on This Is Not Scrotum. This Is Not Scrotum is the last track on the album, and that's got a very kind of like Shakti, kind of like gypsy, Middle Eastern thing going on. Very, very interesting song to close off the album. So, of course, the Aristocrats, instrumental rock trio. Yeah, they get called prog and they get called fusion and all that kind of stuff. To me, they're just an instrumental rock band, right? They have elements of all sorts of other stuff. There's little bits of blues and there's a little element. There's some jazz on here as well in spots. There's some fusion. There's some prog. Like I mentioned, there's like this kind of like gypsy Shakti thing going on. You hear some Middle Eastern stuff. You'll occasionally hear some heavy rock and metal, right? They just do a little bit of everything, right? But it's instrumental rock, kind of a la like the Steve Morse Band or something like that, right? So you've got 9 new tracks on here. It's pretty lengthy. It's just under 70 minutes long. So there's a lot of music on there. It's over 60. It's over an hour long. It's really good. I really like these guys. I know some folks find their music a little too loose and open, maybe not as composed as other instrumental bands, and at times I kind of agree with that, but these guys are such magnificent players. To me, anything they do is pretty splendid to my ears. I'm finding this album maybe sounds a little bit more composed in spots. There's some nice riffy moments and some cool melodies, and it's just a lot of these tracks are really locked in, and I really am enjoying this a lot. To me, though, the first 3 tracks are the standouts on the album. Hey, Where's My Drink Package kicks it off. Terrific. 7 minutes long. Love the lead lines from Guthrie. He's doing some cool riffy things here. The rhythms are excellent, and it's just got this kind of, like I said, there's this just kind of, I mean, you know, when you got these 2 guys on bass and drums, how is the music not completely locked in and groovy, right? Yeah. Aristoclub might be my favorite song. And that also is the shortest song. I almost wish it was longer. It's just under 5 minutes. But man, it reminds me of kind of like a really groovy, like Joe Satriani type song, but more interesting. Right? Guthrie's doing some cool, like kind of like wah-wah licks on there. And it's really memorable. I really like it a lot. Sergeant Rockhopper is also really strong. Like him. There's like a funkiness going on underneath some of this stuff. Then you got Sitting with a Duck on a Bay, track number 4, just under 8 minutes long. That's interesting because it's kind of soulful, kind of groovy. There's a little jazzy thing going on there, but it also rocks hard. Here Come the Builders is really good. Muddle Through I like a lot. It's one of the heavier numbers on here. That's also pretty good. That's over 7 minutes long. Slideshow's got some nice textures and things. Nice ideas there. I like that. Not one of my favorites on the album, but it's still really good. And then There Were Us / Duck's End, which is over 9 minutes long. That's got some nice little jazzy runs from Guthrie. It's also got some more shred and stuff going on there. This is the one song on the album that's a little jammy, a little improv-y in spots, but still really good. Did it need to be 9 minutes? I'm not quite sure. But I do like it. And then This Is Not Scrotum, like I mentioned, is the last track, and that's the one where they do all those kind of like cool little Shakti things. It's got the violins and kind of cool like little Middle Eastern, Indian type of motifs going on. Very, very interesting and very different song for the album. So otherwise, I like this really a lot. I'm enjoying this. I've listened to this numerous times already, and I keep hearing different things every time I play it again. And I just love these three guys. They're such great, great players, and I love hearing them together. And Guthrie's just such a joy to listen to on guitar. Anything he's done is of immediate interest to me. So, yeah, 4.5 out of 5 star. Easy. The Aristocrats Duck. Check it out. Sure to be one of my favorite instrumental albums this year. When it's all said and done, whatever you want to call it. You know, I always worry an album like this, you know, when we get to like our year-end thing on 4 Fusion Friday, I'm always kind of like, it's not really fusion. It's instrumental, yeah, but does it fit? I don't know. George will tell me no. Eric will say, yeah, I think we can make it fit. I will kind of say, I don't know, right? It's like you want to include it, but is it like truly fusion like a lot of the other stuff we talk about on that show? I don't know. Speaking of, make sure you check out 4 Fusion Friday coming up this Friday evening. See, George, I will remember at some point this week. I did today. So, yeah. The Aristocrats Duck. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posted. And please hit the like button before you leave. Also down below we get the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, and our Cameo page. Thank you in advance for all your support there. We'll see you soon here with more stuff. Should have a new Bruce Dickinson review for you today as well. Just kind of finalizing that. And we'll see you then. Till then, I'm Pete Pardo. Quack, quack. Take care. Bye-bye.